Bam! How's it going, everybody? Ben from basesetmew here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another mail day. I have a bunch of letters and 2 parcels in this one, so without further ado, let me get most of these off the table and just rip open this small letter right here and see what we can find in this one. This time around, unlike my last mail day, I actually didn't wait for these as long. I had planned to do the next mail day whenever I get my order from Card Hobby. I did order some cards from there again, but I completely forgot about the Chinese New Year, so that will have to wait. That will have to be a separate mail day. This time around, though, I did remember to pull up the prices so I don't forget halfway through the video to name you the prices. Let me just get this out of the sleeve for just a split second right here. Here is the Carmine. When this card was officially revealed from Mask of Change, I was really surprised how good the card looks. The food especially as well. Really cool card. I think I also have the Kieran counterpart to this card in here somewhere. So this is really cool. I'm buying this one specifically for my special illustration rare trainer collection in my binder. I originally had planned to only collect the English special illustration rare trainers, but decided to buy the Japanese ones because I just adore the texture quality so much more than I do the English ones. So there we are, the Carmine. For this one, I paid 85 euros, which is, I guess, a decent price. I mean, market value. So there we are with the Carmine. Let's open up a next letter, I suppose, and see what we can find here. I guess I need the knife for this one as well. Let's do it like this. Packaged very securely. There are also a few EX cards in here, just like the last mail day, but I just couldn't resist buying a few more special illustration rares, because I actually do really like them. And here we are, 100 euros. Okay, that is the price I've paid for this Groudon right here. This is a Grad 8.5 maybe? Or 8. It's an 8 and then a +5. I don't know what that means. I haven't graded with Grad myself, but I know they are like very popular in the Italian community. I myself haven't used them, and I will probably just crack this out of the case and then put it in my binder. But it is another EX card, the Groudon EX. Different from the Groudon that I already have. I do already have the Nintendo Black Star promo, one of the first cards I ever bought. So this one will look great on the next page of my binder, man. And it is an 8, so obviously it's not perfect, but for a binder copy, this is pretty cool. There we are. Let's open one of these smaller letters, and then I think we're gonna tackle a parcel up next. So let's see. Let me cut this one open. That's why I have the knife, of course, to cut open the letters very securely. Oh, that was packaged very nicely. Ooh, it is an Umbreon. This is the Umbreon Prime. This is a really cool card as well. I mean, Umbreon, of course. Umbreon does have a lot of fans. Very popular Pokemon. But this one specifically, being the Prime card. There we are. The Umbreon Prime. I said it multiple times, but I personally really like the Prime cards. They are also pretty old. This is from 2010, so this year this card will be 15 years old. This Umbreon, cost me 80 euros. I think this is a pretty good price. Man, that card looks super cool. I can't wait to finally complete the Prime collection in my binder. I'm still missing a bunch of cards for it. Right, let's tackle a parcel. Which one? This one is lighter, so let's open this one up first, I suppose. Doesn't really matter if you find the middle part or not, because it's just that sharp. An envelope in the parcel. I mean, guess very securely. Oh, this might be the order with 2 cards, if I'm not mistaken. This might be that order. Let's see. Yes, it is. Is it? It is. Okay. There we go. Oh, nice. That actually works out perfectly. Let me show off the Espeon Prime first. Here is the Espeon Prime. So for this Espeon Prime, I paid 75 euros. So just a little bit cheaper than the Umbreon, and these will look really cool, like right next to each other in my binder. I don't know which card I will put in the middle of these two, but look at them like side by side. That looks so cool, right? That looks super cool. Man, I love these Prime cards. Alright, and you could already see this peeking out from the back, the Tyranitar EX. And this one cost me 270 euros, so this is the exact price that I've paid. I thought I had this card in my last playday, but I didn't, because I've forgotten. I was actually bidding on one of these on eBay, but unfortunately it got away from me, and I'm still a little bit mad about that, because it got sold for a really good price. It was way cheaper than what I paid for this one. I think it got away for like 100 euros, 120, something like that. So I'm still a little bit upset about that one, but you win some, you lose some. I do finally have it now. CGC 7.5. It's gonna get cracked out of the case and put in my binder realistically, so... Still though, this was actually one of the cheaper options, and as I've said in my last video, I do prefer to buy these EX era cards graded, because for the most part, people like really overestimate the condition of these cards. I mean, these cards are over 20 years old. Yeah, this is from 2005, so this will be 20 years old. So there has to be some wear and tear, right? For a 7.5, this is completely fine for a binder copy, as you can see back there. Still looks really clean. The back you will never see in a binder anyways. But the front, as long as the front is clean, it's well enough for me. Nice, really, really cool. Really happy that I finally added the Tyranitar to my collection. Super happy about that one. All right, maybe let's get this really big envelope out of the way. Let's see what I bought in here. I was gonna say I've forgotten what I bought, but then again, maybe not. Well, okay. There's some gummy bears in here. Interesting. Thanks, I guess. Thanks for the gummy bears. Why would they add gummy bears? I feel like that's such a German thing or Austrian thing to do. Because a lot of sellers from Germany actually do it. Is that my invoice? That is an invoice, but it doesn't show... Luckily, it doesn't show any address. Let me just put this away real quick. Don't think I have to blur anything on there. So, well, this is the seller that I bought this from. And here is the Cassiopeia. I mean, this card, the Cassiopeia, let me just tell you the price for this one right off the bat. So, this Cassiopeia cost me 30 euros. And they really went above and beyond, right? This is so securely packed for a 30 euro card. That's actually insane, isn't it? That is insane how securely packed it is. Man, that is super cool. I love it when sellers do that. I really do. It's much better than just throwing a card in an envelope with like no sleeve, which by the way, that has happened to me before. I still remember it vividly. I was buying a Rayquaza level X, and the seller just, like, you threw it in an envelope, no sleeve, nothing whatsoever. It came here undamaged, surprisingly, all the way from Portugal. So, that was definitely a story and a half. The Cassiopeia, as you can see, another full-art trainer. Not the last one in this one, mind you. But here is the Cassiopeia. Probably the best card you can get from the set Night Wanderer. I think this one is, right? 30 euros. Amazing. 30 euros for the best card in the set. Personally, you know, debatable. For you, this might be the Pheasantipity EX, but I really like this Cassiopeia. Let me actually take the penny sleeve to store it. For now, maybe store it right next to the Carmine. There we go. We have the full art trainer corner right here. Maybe we do it like this. So we have the graded card corner right there. Okay, let's rip open this other small package from Czech Republic. Very nice. Okay, let me just actually cut this open. All right, there we go. I do have to be kind of careful because I don't want to end up cutting a card or my playmat. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is one of the rare EX cards that I actually bought ungraded. But that was only because the seller actually had a scan of the card. But there we are, the Kyogre EX double-sleeved as well. This is what I like to see. Very nice. Let me get this out of the sleeve. There we go. Obviously, it's not in a perfect condition. I mean, this is ungraded, and as you can see, there are some defects. I don't know if you can make that out in the video. Like right there, and the holo foil is pretty scratched, but then once again, if it's in a sleeve, but then again, I double sleeve all my cards, so 2 sleeves above that, you won't be able to see anything at all. So this is pretty cool. So for this Kyogre EX, I paid 70 euros. 70 euros for this Kyogre EX. I think this is a really, really good price. As I said, that was the cheapest offer at the time on Card Market for this card in particular. Really, really cool. Let me try to find the penny sleeve for this one. This one right here. And then I guess we'll tackle one of the lost parcels in this one. Let's see what's in here. I do have the list of cards that I bought on my second monitor, but I still, I don't know in which parcel they are. So the Janine from, Terrestrial Festival EX, this one was incredibly cheap. This is one of the cheapest cards in this whole mail day. This cost me 9 euros. Are you kidding me? 9 euros for a card this cool? Man, it's not the cheapest card in this one, mind you. We have another one that's even cheaper, but this one looks super cool. Like, right when I saw it, I immediately knew I had to get this card. Same with the Kieran from Terrestrial Festival EX. Although I didn't buy that one yet, I bought the other one to go well together with the Carmine. But there we are. This is gonna look great in my binder. Let me just put this right there. There we are. All right, let's open up this parcel. And I do remember this parcel though, because this is actually the most expensive card in this one. It actually wasn't the Tyranitar. I don't know if I said it or not. No, this is the most expensive card because I've kind of forgotten about it, like a little bit. Let me just take this. Well, hang on. Okay, I didn't actually show this, but this is interesting to say the very least. There's a bit of tape here as well. Let me cut that off. There are just some random Japanese cards in here. Like a whole bunch of them. Okay, so I went through these cards and most of them are just commons and uncommons. I guess the highlights for these are the Wigglytuff EX, the Tatsugiri EX, and then the reverse Chansey from 151. That is so strange. I don't know. Why did the seller add these? That is so interesting, okay? And let's open up this one, though. Packed very securely, though, I do give him that. And let me get rid of this. We have another top loader. Okay, you can see the card. More on that in a second. Let me check this top loader. Because I only ordered this card. I only ordered the Iono. Okay. Wait, they included a full art Ninetales and a Dragonair art rare. Okay. I guess they just added these as an extra? That is so cool. Thank you so much. Okay. That is very, very nice. Let's put these aside, because this is the main event after. Let me get this out of the sleeve. And here we have the Iono. The Japanese Iono from Clayburst in a BGS 9.5. Funnily enough, this is my second ever BGS slab. The only other slab that I have is for the Friends in Gala, also in a 9.5. Man, okay, so centering 9.5, corners 9.5, edges 9.5, and then the surface is a 10. Yeah, there are no print lines. Sometimes, especially the Iono, from what I've noticed, can have print lines, mostly like right down here. If I can show that, right down here, like downwards to the parfait or whatever this one is, and then up here. But this one doesn't have any. I mean, surface is a 10, so centering and edges also seem to be pretty good. You know what? As much as it pains me to do, I might actually crack this out of the case and submit it either with CGC in the hopes to get a pristine 10, or submit it to PSA to just get a normal 10. Because I think these subgrades, this could easily get a PSA 10 with those subgrades. Yeah, I might end up doing this one. Oh, sorry, the price. Completely forgot. For this one, for this Iono, I paid 390 euros. So this was by far the most expensive card in this whole mail day. And I'm actually a little bit sad because I was bidding on one of these on Card Hobby as well. It was in a 9.5 as well from a Chinese grading company. And I was bidding, I think, $300, And at the last second, like 3 seconds left, I was the highest bidder. 3 seconds off or before the auction ended, someone bid at like 303 and I lost that auction. I was really, really sad about that. Maybe a little bit mad as well, because that would have been such a good price for this card. So I ended up having to buy this one for a little bit more. But there we are, still very happy that I do own this now. Let's put you right there. Actually, no, let's not put you right there because that is glaring. Let's put you over right here. We do have to separate the Iono from the other full art trainers. I do apologize. Okay. 3 more letters left. Let's open up this one and see what we can find in here. We are still missing a few cards. Although I think the highlights are out now, the Tyranitar and the Iono. Here we are. Here is the Kieran. As I said, the counterpart to the Carmine. Super, super cool. I actually haven't looked at these like up close. I mean, how would I? I didn't own these back. I didn't even own these in English. So here is the Kieran. So this one cost me 30 euros. A little bit more on the expensive side. Usually, the male full art trainers are always pretty cheap. I mean, look at Giovanni's Charisma from 151. This one isn't though. But this one still looks really, really cool. And it goes together super well with the Carmine, of course. Look at them. Both of them look really, really cool. It would have been a nice Easter egg if you could see Carmine up in the background here somewhere, or like maybe next to Kieran. But, unfortunately not. No Easter eggs in this one. Still a pretty cool card for 30 euros in my opinion. Very nice. Lots of full art trainers I've just noticed in this mail day, huh? Interesting. Let's open up this letter. Second to last letter. I might have to cut this one open. Let's see. Actually, I can feel the card. I can feel the card here, so let me just cut it like this. Show off how sharp the knife actually is. Man, I love how that worked so flawlessly. I love it. I love how that worked so flawlessly. Very nice. Here is the Nemona, which is also tape. Okay, I guess the sleeve wants to stay inside of the top loader. Luckily, I do have some spare sleeves. So here is the Nemona from Shiny Treasure EX. And I do love how this card looks. The Pokeball in the focus. Nemona is a cool character in my opinion. One of the better rivals from the recent Pokemon games. And this one looks super cool. And this one is incredibly cheap. It is really, really cheap in English. It's also really cheap in Japanese. This one cost me 5 euros. 5 euros for a special illustration rare, or sorry, a special art rare. That is incredible to me. I still can't wrap my head around how cheap this card actually is. Because this is super cool. We're down to the last parcel, and we're missing a... Which one are we missing? Oh, this one is also a really cool card. Oh my gosh. Wait until you see this one. Okay, so it is in like some cardboard. Oh, I've just glanced at my list. What card are we missing? So, there we go. I'll make it a little bit suspenseful for this one, because this is actually one that I was chasing recently. Maybe if you've seen some of my older videos or some of my earlier videos, you might know which card I'm talking about. It is from a recent set. It is a special art rare. And it is a Gen 3 Pokemon that really narrows it down. If you haven't guessed it at this point, it is of course the Latias EX from Paradise Dracona. The Latias EX, man. I'm so glad that I finally get to hold this card in my hand and see it in person. Because just judging from the pictures that I've seen of this card online, it looked incredible, and it does so. It looks even better in person, in my opinion. This one cost me 115 euros. So on the more expensive side for a special illustration rare, or special art rare, sorry. Special art rare. But this one is worth every single cent in my opinion. It just looks so cool. I do have the Latios in Japanese. That one is still at CGC. Although, good news, I have finally had a shipping confirmation. So as of right now, the cards are being delivered from the US to Munich. So maybe I'll get an information at some point that I have to pay the invoice, and then I finally have my graded cards back after a pretty long time. But there we are. I guess that does it for this mail day. Lots of cool cards in this mail day. If I had to pick a favorite, I think it might be the Tyranitar EX. just because it's not a Gen 3 Pokemon, but it is a Gen 3 card, you know, an OG EX card. Other than that, I think the other highlight is the Carmine, even more so than the Iono, because I've wanted this card ever since it was announced. Ever since it was announced, I really wanted this card, and I'm so glad that I finally have it now. Welp, but anyways, I guess it does it for this video. If you enjoyed this one, then please give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, then give it a dislike. Tell me in the comments below what you didn't like, so I can try to fix that for future videos. Let me know which one of these cards you liked best in this mail day. And I hope I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, take care.